Good morning, children. Welcome to my class. Today in English literature class, we are going to do lesson 6. This is Heidi. The pronunciation of this word Heidi is Heidi. This is a story, okay? This is a very beautiful story. Okay, so this extract is taken from Heidi by Johanna Spree. So about the author we are going to study first. Johanna Spree was born in Switzerland. Okay, she spent many summers of her childhood in a place called Chur in the Rhine Valley. The natural beauty of the place may have inspired in her a love for the countryside, as many of her novels are set in hills and on farms. So from here we understand that her childhood, maybe her childhood was spent in the countryside, that is in the village. So in many of our novels we see, actually in our novels we get an outlook of hills and on farms of animals, all this type of things, because all these things we get in the countryside, in the villages. Okay, in towns and cities we don't usually see hills, farms, all these things we don't see. Okay, she wrote in German and her works were later translated into other languages. She used to write in German, which is a language, and it was later translated into other languages. Some of her other works include Uncle Titus and his visit to the country and Veronica and other friends. Okay, so here today we are going to study an abridged extract from Heidi by Johanna Spree. Okay, this is a very, you can say, wonderful story. Heidi is a wonderful story, but in order to understand the story, you have to read the whole book. Okay, so this is just an extract. I'm going to explain you this extract. Okay. Heidi is a cheerful little girl, very lively. Okay. Heidi is a cheerful little girl, very happy going girl. Okay, very lively girl. When she is very young, her parents died. So we understand that she is an orphan. Okay, her parents are not there, and she is brought up by her aunt. So her aunt is a guardian here. We understand she is brought up by her aunt. But soon her aunt has to go to the city for work. Now here you see aunt also has to go to the city for work. So Heidi goes to live with her grandfather in the Alps mountains in Switzerland. You see here we are going to get a description about Switzerland. Okay. Switzerland is a very beautiful country. I hope you have heard about Switzerland. And the Alps mountains are there. So Heidi goes to live with her grandfather in the Alps mountains. Here she makes friends with a young boy named Peter, who looks after her grandfather goats. Okay, so she becomes friendly with Peter, who looks after her grandfather goats. Her grandfather has many goats. Okay, one day Heidi goes along with Peter when he takes his goats for grazing. So one day Heidi goes with Peter. Okay. When he takes his goats for grazing, he takes the goats, grazing means where the goats go to eat grass in the farms, okay, or in the fields, you can say. Read on to find out what happens that day. So we are going to read this extract, okay. Tell me all their names, Heidi said. Now Heidi is asking whom? Peter. Okay, tell me all their names, the names of the goats. Peter knew this by heart. So Peter has already learned by heart all the names. So he began telling Heidi the name of each goat in turn as he pointed it out to her. So Peter tells the name of each goat to Heidi. Okay, it was not long before she could herself distinguish the goats from one another and could call each by name. So it was not long before that she could herself distinguish the goats. That now which goat by what name she can differentiate. Okay, between the goats. Okay, and could call each by name. So Heidi also came to know all the names through Peter. Okay, there was the great Turk with big horns. One big goat was there. So Great Turk, his name was Great Turk with big horns. He had very big horns, who always wanted to butt the others, so that most of them ran away. So who used to butt the other means with the horns, he used to hit others. Okay, so that most of them ran away. The other goats would not go near the Great Turk. Okay, only greenfinch, the slender, nimble little goat. So here another name, greenfinch, the slender, nimble little goat. He was very fit and active. Okay, greenfinch, little goat was brave enough to face him. He went to face him and would make a rush at him 3 or 4 times. Okay, and he would just go and hit him also. Great turn. That means greenfinch, and here we learnt about 2 goats, greenfinch and the great turk. Okay, alright. Then there was a little white snowflake. Another goat was little white snowflake, okay, who bleated so pitifully that Heidi always had several times run to it and taken its head in her hands to cheer her up. Then there was little snowflake. See, this was another goat who bleated so pitifully. That means very sadly, the sound that the goats make. This goat, little white snowflake, she used to bleed in such a way, in such a painful way, or in such a sad way that she went to that goat several times and taken its head in her hands to cheer her up. And she used to hug that goat and taken her, you can say, taken its head, snowflakes, little white snowflake's head in her hands. She would care for her, she would love her. So you see here, children, here we are talking about animals' love also. Peter used to love these goats. Heidi also started loving this goat. See how she cared. Okay, so in today's class we shall stop here. I shall stop here. Okay, in the next class we shall continue. Thank you.